Now the plot to destroy Michael Jackson, another young boy coming forward with allegations he was molested by the superstar. But when our Diane Diamond began to investigate, she uncovered a trail of lies. Diane?
Terry, ever since the Michael Jackson child molestation scandal broke, we've gotten a constant stream of calls and letters from people making dubious claims about the singer. Frankly, we ignore most of them. But when I heard the facts of this story, I just had to go to Canada and check it out myself.
And I'd like to make a confession about something that happened between me and Michael Jackson.
He is only 15 years old, so we can't show you his face or let you hear his real name. But the 11-minute home video he sent hard copy several weeks ago could have become Michael Jackson's worst nightmare. Looking straight into the camera, using no notes, this boy proceeded to tell us in graphic detail how he and another teen were allegedly molested by the superstar.
He started just touching our stomach and things, like he'd rub our stomach and then he'd get lower, and then that's when I started saying, what are you doing? He said, it's okay, don't worry, your bodies are meant to be touched.
But the boy wasn't acting on his own. He had help. A man who identified himself as John Templeton of Mississauga, Canada. That's a suburb of Toronto. He sent us the boy's videotape statement and even called several times to make sure we looked at it. Then I got a call from the boy himself.
Diane Diamond?
Over the next few days, I spoke with the boy for hours, and he never wavered. His story stayed consistent. The boy said he met Michael Jackson at a Canadian video arcade. He said he was supposed to spend the weekend with a friend, but when Jackson invited him to visit Neverland instead, off they flew in a private jet. This 15-year-old described in detail the people in Jackson's entourage, the layout of the ranch, and even Jackson's family home at Encino. Later, he would draw us incredibly detailed maps of both Jackson homes. It was clear either the boy was telling the truth or he had been well coached. To get to the bottom of it, I agreed to meet the boy and John Templeton in Toronto. The plan was to meet the pair in the lobby of an airport hotel, but when I arrived, the only one to greet me was the young boy. He came with me into town and told me that he lived on the streets of Toronto, in a section called Boys Town, where the street kids gather. He explained that his mother had kicked him out of the house and that John Templeton was just a man he'd met on the streets.
He kind of helps the street kids, just talks to them and things, sort of like the guidance counselor of the street. That's what it seemed like.
The boy appeared to be on his own. There was no sign of John Templeton, and frankly, that seemed suspicious. But over the next few days, a hard copy team conducted hours of interviews with the boy. Standing by were police officials in both California and Toronto. They were waiting to conduct their own investigation of the boy's charges.
Hi, my name is Frank Grimes. I work for the TV show Hard Copy.
Producer Frank Grimes and I worked to check out countless pieces of information the boy gave us. While sources were able to confirm much of what he said, there were some troubling inconsistencies. Still, the boy stubbornly stuck by his story, and he had an incredible knowledge of Michael Jackson's lifestyle.
He showed me this place, like a saddle shop, where he said he gets stuff for his animals there. I don't know what he got, but...
Like a saddle shop. I see that on your map here.
Yeah.
People are going to think that you're out for his money.
I don't care about his money.
They're going to think you're making it up.
Yeah, I know. But I don't care about his money. You can keep it.
You tell him the absolute truth.
Yeah.
He talked for hours, and he knew so much. So much, in fact, that we thought, well, let's give him a test, to see if we could trip him up.
We showed the boy several photographs. Some of them were of Neverland employees, and he was able to identify each and every one of them.
Yeah, that's him. The way it almost goes, that's him.
If this was a scam, this boy had really done his homework. He even went so far as to draw us a picture of what he said Michael Jackson looked like during the alleged molestation. Always, he came back to his claims of molestation.
His eyes are big, and they're dark, cavernous, the sockets to go right in,
But there was one thing I didn't tell the boy. I didn't tell him that for the last year, I've been getting Michael Jackson-related letters from his same small suburb in Canada. The letters were supposedly from other young boys who also claimed that they had been molested by Jackson. 2 of the letters even included pictures of the boys. Well, someone was behind all this, but still, there was no sign of the man who'd sent us the original video statement of the boy. No sign of John Templeton.
There's a Detective Campbell downtown. He doesn't know your name. He doesn't know anything yet.
Okay.
But he's waiting to see us. Want to go?
Yeah.
From the very beginning, the boy never asked us for money, and he repeatedly said he didn't want any money from Michael Jackson either. So what was his motivation? Well, he said it was simple. He said he wanted justice. And now he was about to give a sworn statement to the police.
I want you to remember one thing. Just tell the truth.
We delivered the boy to the Toronto Metro Police Headquarters, where detectives from the Sexual Assault Unit had been waiting for us.
I understand you want to speak to me, and that's okay. We're going to go upstairs and you can talk to me.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
For 6 solid hours, police questioned the boy, took his sworn statement. He told them just what he'd told us, that superstar Michael Jackson had molested him.
I found a fairly believable thing.
While the boy talked with police, we continued our investigation. We had to find this John Templeton. So we drove out to the Toronto suburbs to check out the return address from the videotape he'd sent us. That's when we ran into somebody we knew.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, Diane, let me explain something to you.
Say hello to John Templeton, only his real name is Rodney Allen. We've known about Rodney for a long time. Right after the Michael Jackson scandal first broke, he was on the phone to us claiming that another Jackson family member had molested him years ago. Rodney has never offered any solid proof of this claim. He appeared to be a man bent on revenge. And Rodney admitted he was the one who'd been writing me all those letters.
I care about this one kid who gave me all sorts of information about Neverland, about Havenhurst, about Disneyland, about Michael Jackson's body. Where did he get all that information?
He got it from me.
You planted all this stuff in this kid's head.
I didn't find it in his head. He was asking questions. I answered them the best I can. I told him what I could tell about the place. Because I want Michael to face it.
So this kid is A1, number 1 liar.
Professional.
The whole story was a scam. A Toronto street kid meets a man obsessed with the Michael Jackson case, and the result could have been an international scandal. Meanwhile, back at the police station, the boy finally broke down. He admitted that he and Rodney Allen had made up the whole story.
The young boy was lying.
That's my belief, and as a result of that, he was charged, yes.
Can you tell us what he was charged with?
Public mischief.
Well, the boy is still in custody tonight, and police continue their investigation of Mr. Rodney Allen.